Why, hello. Midway Piper here. I hope all is going well. I want to talk real quick, briefly today, about the marvels of the modern medical industrial can't get their act together. But first, try that again. Morgan Bones Poker, Warhorse Bar. So tomorrow, I go to get these lumps cut out of my head, these cysts removed. And then I think I mentioned Friday evening my son broke his foot, and got him an appointment at the orthopedist tomorrow morning. So we go from that, drop him off at school, assuming we're already doing what's best for his foot, and then we'll go to my appointment. Now, two different things. Number one, all these intake forms, one of the required fields is pronoun. You need my personal information. You need my insurance information. I don't even need to state on the form what I'm coming in for, but you got to know my pronouns. I think we've got more important things. Anyways, so on Saturday morning, my son woke up and his foot was still really hurting. We took him to urgent care. Spent the whole morning on Saturday in urgent care with him. They took x-rays, determined there was a fracture in his foot. And they said, call the orthopedist on Monday. So I did that first thing this morning. Called them. They gave me the referral to that place, mind you. So I called them this morning. I had to start from scratch. They had no information on us, so. Did they refer us? I don't know. And they said, all right, cool. We don't see any records. I'll let the wind finish. All right. They said, we don't see any records from his urgent care visit. Do you have them? We do. I had to go back and get them, but I have them. And they said, okay, great. We also need a copy of his x-ray. And I said, why would I have that? They don't give you a copy of x-rays. Never had a copy of an x-ray in my life. And they said, well, go back to urgent care and they can provide it for you. I called urgent care back and I told them. And I said, I need a copy of his x-ray for appointment tomorrow. And they said, no can do. And I said, really? I just called the orthopedic office and they said for you guys to burn it to a disc. I haven't heard that in a long time. They said burn it to a disc and give it to me. And they said, well, that's not possible because we don't have any x-ray technicians here. I was like, well, there was an x-ray that the doctor read, so they said, well, there's no x-ray technician in until Wednesday, which I find strange for urgent care. And they said they use a separate database. We can't get access to it. We need an x-ray technician to do it. So tomorrow now when we go, they're going to have to take a new set of x-rays for his foot. How is it that in 2025 we still can't get our medical data transferred, especially when there's a referral involved or access to it? How is that even possible? I'll tell you another story. Last week, I went to go see a rheumatologist. And he said, has your primary care doctor seen you about this? And I said, yeah, he's the one who referred me to you guys. And mind you, this is they're owned by the same medical group. Different office, same medical group. So he said, okay. Oh, here's the write-up on it. Okay. It's been like this all day with the wind. And he said, great, have you had any x-rays on your hands? And I said, why, yes, I have. That was the first thing he sent me to. And he already got back to me on those x-rays, saying that everything looked fine, so it should be there. He goes, oh, no, there's nothing in your file. So that's interesting, because I also had to go back later on and get an ultrasound on my liver. Do you have that? And he goes, no. What did they say about that? I said, I have no idea. Never heard back about it. No news is good news? Question mark. I don't know. He said, okay, well, I'll have to get it. What's the name of the imaging center you went to? I was like, that's not in there either. That was a direct referral. I don't understand why it's so difficult. Okay, let me rephrase that. HIPAA violations. I know about that. Got it. But how is it that if you go to see two doctors in the same practice, they can't see your information? I don't get it. I don't get it. They keep saying when these smaller practices get bought up by bigger ones that the big perk is that, it'll be more efficient. For who? It's not better for the doctors. It's not better for the patients. I guess the law team to fight lawsuits. I guess. The paper pushers in the office. I guess. I can't even call my son's pediatrician directly. They don't have a direct phone number. If I didn't make him an appointment, the call goes to a call service. And then I have to wait for them to get a hold of the direct office. If they do. If they get back. It really is amazing. It really is amazing. Very inefficient. For as much money as gets charged for anything medical, I know they're billing the insurance company. That's between them and the insurance company, but I've seen what those bills look like before insurance. Charging a lot of money for, I don't know. You guys had that problem? Who knows? Let me know. Anyways, I just want to jump on and do a quick video today. Like I said, tomorrow I'm getting those lumps cut off my head, and assuming I can function decently after, which I can't think of any reason I shouldn't be able to, I'm going to probably go just about straight from there to my evening job. So there won't be time for a video tomorrow. We'll do one on Wednesday and let you know how it went. Show you some grisly scars, maybe. Unless that gets me a strike for showing something gruesome. Who knows? Who knows? But anyways, that's it. Talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.